Imagine a king battered by war, outnumbered, and facing the fiercest invaders of his age, the Vikings. Now, picture that king not just surviving, but reshaping history. That's Alfred the Great. Born in 849, Alfred was the youngest of King Ethelwulf's sons, not the typical candidate for a throne. But fate had other plans. When his brother died in 871, Alfred inherited the kingdom of Wessex. He wasn't a warrior by nature, he loved books and learning. But when the Vikings arrived, he proved he was every bit a fighter. The Vikings weren't just raiders, they were conquerors, sweeping across England. Alfred's first battles were rough. He lost ground and spent a winter hiding in the marshes of Athelney. But this time, in exile, changed him. He rallied his people, trained his army, and in 878 at the Battle of Edington, he faced the Vikings head-on. Against the odds, Alfred won. He forced the Viking leader Guthrum to accept peace, splitting England into the Anglo-Saxon south and the Viking-ruled Danelaw. Alfred didn't stop with swords and shields. He realized that lasting peace needed more, so he built a network of fortified towns called burhs. No one in Wessex was more than a day's march from safety. These burhs weren't just for defense, they became hubs of trade, law and administration. The sea wasn't safe either. Alfred designed his own ships, bigger and faster than the Viking longboats, to patrol the coasts and cut off raids. For the first time, England had a real navy. But Alfred's genius was in his reforms. He reorganized the army so half his men were always ready to fight, while the other half tended their fields. He wrote new laws, fairer, clearer, and in English so everyone could understand. He even made sure his people could read, translating books and encouraging learning. Through grit, brains, and vision, Alfred turned Wessex from a battered kingdom into a beacon of hope for all of England. He never called himself the Great. That title came later as people saw the scale of what he'd done. When Alfred died in 899, he left behind more than a kingdom. He left a legacy. His reforms shaped the England you know today, a land of laws, of learning, and of resilience. So next time you hear Alfred the Great, remember, it's not just a name. It's a story of how one person's vision can change the course of history.
Wisdom, and for that, I offer my gratitude. If the tale has strengthened your mind or stirred your spirit, then do your part, like, share, and subscribe. For knowledge is the shield of a free people, and together we shall keep the flame of history burning bright.